Hi, welcome. Thank you for being here. This video today is regarding how your thoughts create your reality. It's a channeling done by the Arcturian Council of 12 and the Pleiadian High Council of Light. Enjoy. Greetings. We are the Arcturian Council of 12 with the Pleiadian High Council of Light. You may refer to us as Da'el if that pleases you. We are appreciative for this opportunity to co-create with you here today, this day of your time. Today's transmission is regarding how your thoughts create your reality. We have noticed that humans understand these words, that thought creates your reality. But humans are still shocked at their reality. They keep saying to us that it is impossible that they would create this unpleasant circumstance, this problem. They say to us that their thoughts did not create this unpleasant thing that is happening to them or about to happen to them. They also say to us that since this unpleasant thing has or will happen to them, they want to know how to fix the problem. Dear ones, we love you so much. Let us give you several examples as to how your thoughts create your reality. It is our intention that you will remember these examples and use them as guideposts on your journey of spiritual evolution. It is our intention that you will use our examples while training your ego self. These examples are quite basic, but they are still completely accurate. It is the human ego self mind that complicates topics that are, in fact, quite basic. Our first example. Let us ask you a question. While you are bathing yourself, do you think to yourself, "This shower gives me an idea. I should bathe myself"? No, dear ones. You have the thought of bathing, and then you decide to allow that thought to manifest into your physical existence. Our second example. Let us ask you a question. While you are eating, do you think to yourself, "I should find something to eat because I am hungry"? No, dear ones. You have the thought that you want to eat, and then you allow it into physical experience. Our third example. While you are driving in your automobile to the grocery store to purchase food, do you think to yourself, "I wonder how I will get to the grocery store"? No, dear ones. You have the thought first of how you will get to the grocery store, and then you allow the divine inspiration to come to you, and you follow your impulse to get into your car to drive to the store, thus allowing your divine inspiration to manifest into your physical experience. Dear ones, we love you so much. We want you to know that every single experience ever is created the same way. You have a thought, time passes, something is manifested from that original thought. This is the process. It does not happen any other way. This is it. It is that simple. This is also the beauty of the time delay between the original thought and the manifestation, because that time delay gives you an opportunity to fine-tune your original thought and decide if you actually want it to manifest. Once you reach the proper intensity of your thought and emotion, your thought is manifested, provided it is not contradicted by equally or stronger thoughts and emotions. Manifestation of your thoughts does not occur on a first-come, first-served basis, so to speak. Manifestation occurs due to priority of the purest signal, meaning the thought-emotion structure that does not have any contradicting thought-emotion structures will be the first to become manifest. You can think of it like this. Imagine using a pen and drawing on a piece of paper something that you want. Because you drew it in pen, it is very clear and obvious. Now, imagine you poured water on your drawing. What happens? The nice clean line of the pen becomes blurred and very difficult to see what the original drawing was. This is the same thing with your thoughts and emotions. If you have one clear thought with one emotion, then you would have a very clean and clear picture that will be manifesting very quickly. But as soon as you have any, and we repeat, any other thoughts or emotions regarding that picture, you have just poured water onto your picture, and the end result of manifestation will either be extremely delayed or a very unclear version of what was originally desired. Dear ones, we love you so much. This is the difficult and painful part of spiritual awakening, taking ownership of your thoughts. You are taught that things happen to you, but dear ones, they do not. They happen from you. Taking ownership of your thoughts is something that is rarely done because it involves taming your ego self. Your ego self is vain. Your ego self will do everything in its power to sabotage your heart desires if the ego self can analyze the desire and sees there is a possible potential failure that may result from the desire. If the ego self can calculate even a 1% chance of failure from the heart desire, then the ego self will over-exaggerate all thoughts and emotions in order to invoke alternative thought emotions that will muddy the original heart desire and thus stopping the 1% chance of failure by not even having the heart desire manifest at all. The ego self believes it is better to not succeed by not trying, because then there is a 0% chance of failure and any perceived setbacks can be blamed on outside reasons. The ego self will always blame others every single time. If you have a situation in your life that is not precisely what you desire, and you have reasons as to why your desire is not perfectly manifested, then, dear ones, you are allowing your ego self to take control. The ego self is convincing you that the problems are coming from somewhere else. The ego self is lying to you. All perceived problems stemming from other conditions outside of yourself are not true. Every single one of those perceived problems that are happening to you were actually created by you and for you. But you say to us, Da'el, I would never cast blame on someone or something. And we say to you, dear ones, if you can come up in your thoughts with even one single excuse as to why something is not perfect, then you are indeed casting blame on others using your ego self. Taking ownership of one's own thoughts and emotions is the single greatest achievement in the human life. Taking ownership of one's own thoughts and emotions is the path of mastery. Taking ownership of one's own thoughts and emotions is the path to freedom. Taking ownership of one's own thoughts and emotions is the path to full reconnection to Source God. Dear ones, we love you so much. Let us give you a few more examples that will stay with you in your evolution of consciousness. Our fourth example. While licking an ice cream cone, you do not suddenly think that you want an ice cream cone. Instead, you had the thought you wanted an ice cream cone, and you followed your divine inspiration as to how to allow the ice cream cone to manifest for you in your physical experience. Our fifth example. While sitting on your chair, you do not suddenly think, I would love to be sitting on a chair. Instead, you were in another position and felt a desire to sit in a chair appear in your thoughts, and the desire to sit in a chair began to grow inside of you with the corresponding emotion of enjoyment. Then you followed your divine inspiration as to how to allow sitting in a chair to be achieved, and then allowed it to manifest into your experience. Our sixth example. We offer to you now an example of the duality that occurs within the human mind. Imagine you were wanting to attend a college or university to obtain recognized education. This wanting to attend a college or university is a desire that is building within you. This desire will continue to build with various emotions. Some of the emotions will be excitement, anticipation, joy, fear, worry, and confusion. With so many emotions, there will be a fog hanging over your decision which college or university you should attend. If only one set of pure, love-based emotions were present, then you would be receiving divine inspiration, loud and clear, and you would have a deep knowing within yourself as to which university or college you should attend. Also, the more emotions you have that are contrary in nature, the more difficult the process will be of becoming accepted or attending the college or university. Also, if the contrary emotions persist even after being accepted into the college or university, the contradiction will be so overwhelming on the original desire that the original desire to attend university or college will be washed away, and the person will eventually be forced out of the college or university to match the offered vibration. As you can see, dear ones, nothing bad happened to this person, but instead their picture they drew in pen of attending college or university became so watered down that the original picture could no longer be seen. Therefore, the physical experience of being in college or university had to unmanifest from their physical experience, since there was no corresponding picture to match it. Humans do this to their manifestations on a regular basis. They draw their pictures of their desires in pen, and then after a little while, they allow their untamed ego self to take control of their picture. And then they pour water all over their picture, thus forcing the picture to become so blurry that the original desire unmanifests itself, since there is no corresponding picture to match in vibration. This is why it is so important to keep your thoughts and emotions pure of any contradicting vibrations. Our final example. While walking past a clothing store, you see a set of fine clothes hanging in the store window. You had the thought, "Wow, I would love to have those fine clothes." You had that beautiful desire, divine love within yourself. Then you thought, "Oh, but I am unable to have those nice things. Maybe someday I might be able to wear such nice stuff, but probably not." And then you continue walking. What happened with this last example, dear ones? You poured water onto your drawing, and the beautiful, clear and clean picture became so blurry with contrary thoughts and emotions that you were unable to follow the divine inspiration as to how to allow those fine clothes manifest into your experience. The only reason those fine clothes did not manifest as easily as the ice cream cone is because of the contradicting thoughts and emotions. Nothing happened to you that stopped the fine clothing from manifesting. You caused the fine clothing from manifesting because the thoughts and emotions came from you. As you can see, dear ones, the ego self stopped the fine clothes from manifesting by taking over your thoughts. You could have told the ego self, "No, ego, we are not thinking that thought of lack anymore. Instead, we are going to think of just a few of the wonderful ways these clothes could manifest. We could go into the store and the sales clerk could offer to let us have them if we agreed to tell everyone about the store. We could tell a friend or family member about the fine clothes, and they could gift us the clothing to us. We could walk by the store the next day, and the store is moving and gave the clothes to us. Or we could tell the store owner how beautiful those fine clothes are, and the store owner offer them to us if we agree to take a picture wearing the clothes for the store advertisement. These are all easy and fun ways that I can think of these fine clothes manifesting into my life. And this is only what I can think of with my limited human mind. Just imagine what the power of the universe can create for me. I am extremely excited to see what the universe is going to create for me, so I may have these beautiful fine clothes, or maybe some that are even more nice. I can see the entire universe getting excited to provide to me in such a fun and secret way of gifting me this beautiful thing that I want. Thank you so much, universe, for giving me these beautiful things. I appreciate everything that you do, and I am excited for the magical day that the gift arrives for me. I love you, universe. Yes, dear ones, this is how your thought creates your experience. This is how your thought comes first and then creates what you see around you. We ask you to begin the process of taking ownership of your thoughts and emotions. We ask you to begin the process of taming the wild ego self. We ask you to create the beautiful and magical and glorious life that you are supposed to be living. But that can only happen once you understand and believe that life does not happen to you. It happens from you. We leave you now in the love and the light of the one infinite Creator, Adonai.